And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Who do you see in the finals?
Me.
And?
Me. But on the other side, I don't know. I mean, they're a bunch of tough dudes, I'm trying to say. I really don't know. But more power to them, man. I mean, whoever gets there, Big Baby's there, you know what I mean? So, I mean, they're all great fighters at the end of the day, but none of them is like me, so.
So Jarrel, your first K1 Grand Prix final, you're fighting a legend in Cro Cop. What do you expect?
A knockout, put him to sleep, you know what I mean? I mean, so far, you know, I'm a big fan of him, you know what I mean? But once that bell ring, all I go out the window, you know what I mean? I'm mentally prepared to smash him, you know what I mean? And that's what it is.
You said a lot of things about Cro Cop. Do you expect a hostile environment in which you will be fighting?
Listen, man, hostile or not, I still got a job to do, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I'm here for the fans. So the fans want to see a fight, I'm going to get them a fight. And at the end of the day, I'm going to raise my hand and say, I love all you guys, no matter where you guys are from. And I'm here to entertain you guys. I mean, I'm just sorry that he's from here, but hopefully y'all have a new fan of me, and I'm a new fighter for you guys, and I'm fighting for you guys, you know? So it don't matter, man. I mean, I'm here to do a job. And that's the reason why y'all want to see Cro Cop, to do a job. So I'm going to knock him out. He picked wrong. Listen, he picked wrong. He gonna be hurt, man. He didn't even understand how he back, man. Well, let's watch. Let's watch the fight, man. Let's watch.
You're one of the rare guys who talk open about steroids.
Yeah, you know what it is? Because, I mean, matter of fact, I'm gonna say somebody's name. Matter of fact, me and my Kelly Wizards corner back in New York, named Bernard Hopkins. The oldest champion at 48 years old, beating young guys clean. And people don't talk about it, clean, and that's amazing. And I want to be an ambassador for a sport like that, you know what I'm trying to say? But in boxing, some guys get away with it, especially when they fight in their country because they have a lot of big men behind them, so they can get away with that stuff in their country. You know what I'm trying to say? In America, it's a little more harder. Some guys still do it too, but I want to feel like in kickboxing, more than half of the guys are on something. And you can see it in the physical attributes. You can see that but they have no stamina. How is that? You know what I'm trying to say? So, I mean, a lot of guys over here, they claim they the real champion. Not champions, man. You gotta take the extra stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, if I had to do it at 24, I feel like a retard. It's God give me this. I'm strong by myself. I don't need that. You know what I mean? So a lot of these dudes out here want to claim they're the best, but they're not the best up here if they gotta go over here. You know what I mean? So I want to be the perfect role model. I want to try to be as best as I can be for my fans and my people and for my son. So I'm trying to say, some guys like, you know, I'm just gonna do it to do it. I gotta get this paycheck, and I think Cro Cop's in there for a paycheck. And once you're in there for a paycheck, that's when you get hurt really bad.
How did you prepare for this fight? I think you have a boxing match in January.
Yeah, I did. Actually, it was a bad decision. I got a draw. I beat up a dude. His face all swelled up. People couldn't believe it. They're throwing garbage in the ring. And every time I found his hometown, every time I crack him, he holds on to my legs. Referee break it up. That's not boxing. That's what I'm trying to say. But at the end of the day, you know, I learned what I need to do with that fight. I kind of adjust myself. I tell you know what? The best thing about boxing or fighting is that you have a chance to come back and prove yourself. And I know I won the fight. Everybody said I won the fight. But now I got to step it up even more now. You know what I mean? And I felt like training for this fight, this is my comeback even for boxing in the same time. Like, people know Jarrel Miller's here. Big Baby Miller's here. The next American super heavyweight is here. The world's last superhero is here. I'm here. Don't you know that? I'm here. I'm here to save you. Not just me, I'm here to save you, your kids. This is what I'm here for. I'm here to bring enjoyments to their life, keep them out the streets, keep them off drugs, keep them in the ring. This is what we're here to do, and I think what the sport needs is a superhero. There's no superheroes in kickboxing no more like that. There's no superheroes in boxing like that no more. There's no Muhammad Ali's. Even Mike Tyson was a little nutty, but he was kind of a superhero. He was my favorite.
Joe Frazier was a superhero.
Superhero. There's no superhero, and that's what I want to be. I want to be the world's last superhero. This is it right here.
Brother Klitschko are not superheroes.
Well, you know, they're kind of superheroes. They're quiet superheroes. You know, they're a superhero in their own form. You know, Vladimir is a little more, you know, he's a little more quiet. You know, Vitaly's he's more funny. He plays around with the crowd a little bit. But they're not, you know, they're millionaires, but they're not like superstars in the whole entire world. You know what I mean? I want to be recognized everywhere. You know what I mean? They're great for what they do, but that's Vitaly and Vladimir. I'm Jarrel. You know, different Two different things, man.
Okay. Do you plan to pursue your kickboxing and boxing career simultaneously?
You know what it is? At the end of the day, this is a business. That's what I'm trying to say. It's more than just fighting and punching people in the face. You gotta take the proper business plan and put business step. Right now, K1 is where it's at. At the end of this K1 GP, I have a lot of things on the boxing table that I have to continue with on the contract boxing, and I have to stay focused on that as well. You know what I mean? I have the opportunity to fight K1. This is the biggest stage in kickboxing. Like, where is there after this other than K1? Like, this is it. So I mean, after this, I mean, go back to the table. I mean, come up with a plan, and we'll see where we go from there.
So how do you see the tournament in Zagreb? Badr Hari is returning from jail to fight in Zagreb Arena.
I've never heard nobody return out of jail out of 1 month and jump into a tournament with a bunch of killers. Either he was still on something, which I don't think he was, or they just hyped him up and give him a big lump sum to go in there real quick to get a butt whooping. But I mean, that's more power to him. You know what I mean? If he training, he training. If he not, he not. He's the one taking the punches. So, I mean, I feel like Ishmael London, Hedzi Herges, and Zamet Semenov, they've been training for months. I feel like they're the killers on that side. I mean, if you want to go in there with them, I mean, that's on him. I don't see him in the finals. I personally don't see him in the finals.
How much do you wait for the fight?
Right now? Guess.
240?
Nah, shoot. I'm a heavyweight, man. 259, you know what I mean? But trust me,
120 kilos.
120 kilos. Listen, and I've been listen, the boy you're gonna be like, man, he natural? This is natural. This is homegrown. What's it called? What we got? Cheeseburgers, MSG, all the corn, oil, starch, and French fries right here. I need. This is natural stuff right here. Cheeseburgers and home fries. That's it. You know what I mean? Nothing else, baby. This hard work and motivation. You know what I mean? When you got kids motivate you too. So I'm telling you, man, that's what it's about.
I heard you were saying about UFC. UFC is clean, and the guys who were fighting in Japan.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? UFC is politics as well. You know what I mean? I can't see myself doing MMA and UFC because I feel like the fighters don't get their due. There's no way you can fight on TV and getting $4 grand. I'm $4 a show. I mean, those guys are getting raped right now. It's like UFC is what boxing used to be back in the day. Basically, the promoter keep all the money and the fighters get a little bit of chump change at the end of it. You know, a little scrape off the bread. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of those guys in the UFC are still on something too. They just know how to hide it very well. You know what I mean? But in the boxing world, you're fighting on so many different shows. Not one organization. You're fighting so many different states that everybody's not going to bring your side, so you better come clean. In the UFC, if you're the golden poster boy for UFC, they're going to make sure they take care of you no matter what the hell you do. So, I mean, I think a lot of guys in UFC are still on something, but are they getting caught? Only when they want to play the politics game. We don't want you to fight him, now you're on steroids. We all know Alison Overeem was on steroids for how many years? Disappeared to China, he was in a Buddhist come on, man, like, you're in a temple and I learned how to generate my testosterone. Well, I want to hear that crap. We know he's on something for something, but they wasn't ready to make him champion yet, so now we're going to give him a scoop to the side, young testosterone now. I mean, listen, it's politics, man. That's a fight game. You know what I mean? You can't be mad at them. That's how they make their money. At the end of the day, I don't know how to sleep at night. I mean, I know I sleep at night real good. Some ice cream, and I know I did my job good. You know what I mean? So.
You used to fight Pat Barry in World Combat League. He's a UFC heavyweight, so you don't have any plans to switch to MMA like Cro Cop or Pat Barry?
No. First of all, I don't feel like there's enough money in MMA, number one. Number two is I feel like the American heavyweight division in boxing is wide open. That's where I need to be at. That's where I was groomed to be at. But I always told myself, I started doing more time. I said, one day I'm going to fight in the World K1 GP and I'm going to win it. I was like 13 when I said that. Now I'm here now at 24 years old. So this is my Olympics, which I should have had in amateur boxing, but I didn't have it because they kicked me out. So this is like my Olympics right now. After this, it's for me just to try and go back to boxing and do what I know I need to be done. You know what I mean? If Vitaly Klitschko say, listen, boy, you got potential. Just be patient. So that's all. The champ told me that. Well, I need to be patient. And I mean, K1 right now, this is where I'm making my name at. I mean, before K1, I had a decent little name in New York. But look what K1 is doing for me. That's only right I return the favor by beating some people up for them.
Okay, so Jonathan Brookins, also a sparring partner from Klitschko brothers, will get his opportunity to fight for the World Championship in boxing. So after he beat Seth Mitchell, so you hope for the same thing? Oh yeah,
Jonathan Banks is I'm in the camp a couple times. He gave me a lot of pointers. I mean, Jonathan Banks is a great guy, and I think he's gonna knock out Seth Mitchell again, like I predicted with Ellie Setback. I mean, listen, man, the dude's a natural boxer, been in the game for years. You can't come from football and say, I'm going to be a boxer all of a sudden and then you're going to go in there and beat dudes. I don't care how big and strong you are. It's not a muscle game. It's like steroids don't help you. It's not a muscle game. It's a thinking man's game. And I think Seth Mitchell will get knocked out again. Less than 5 rounds, to tell you the truth. So.
Okay, to switch final 16 fight with Arnold Oborotov. He was much smaller than you, but he gave you a lot of problems with low kicks. Did you train on that
Listen,
part of the game?
I am the low kick master phenomenon right now. I'm blocking low kicks in my sleep. See that? You see what I did? I'm blocking them right now. So don't get. I'm not. Listen, I came prepared. I came prepared to get this $800,000, and we be winning. That's all we're doing, man. I mean, remember, this is a chess game. You do certain things at the right time to perceive certain people with certain things. And then when you make it to another level, you got to change up the game plan. I mean, so you can't watch somebody's last. I can't watch his last performance with Randy Blake and think Cro Cop's gonna come bum rushing me. He know I'm an aggressive fighter. So everybody got a different game plan. You know what I mean? So I'm a chess player, not a checker player. You know?
And now, ladies and gentlemen,